Welcome back to you for another yummy update. We're looking at a Bitcoin price. We've got the $102,000 price breach, friends. And as I went through already in juicy news for you, it is interesting how these patterns always repeat in crypto. And what are they? Basically, you never try to, so friends, if you're looking for like the end of times of the crypto cycle, a common theme is you never just try to stand in front of the train and try to like ultimately pick the top. Instead, what you're better off doing is let's say firstly, you just don't know where it is. You're waiting for a big crackdown, and then Bitcoin retraces back into the price zone. So it's right here. But here's the thing, like you could have been selling on the way up as well. Why don't you sell at 76K, 80,000, 84, 90,000, 88,000? Why don't you sell here? It's just it finally stops here at this random number, basically 108, and comes back down here, comes back into the retrace. Now, this $102,000 zone, if the cycle was over, you'd be getting out here. In terms of like, hey, it's come back to the retrace area. This is what happened in 2017, in 2013. It happened basically, friends, literally every single cycle. That's how they all end. But we know from our others BTC chart that altcoins as a whole are still too cheap. As a whole index, altcoins are way too low. Primarily, altcoins are only 19% of Bitcoin size. My ultimate top end of times for the crypto cycle would be obviously above 50%. So I don't know where we're going to stop. Could be 55, could be 60. I pray we go to 70, somewhere up here, okay? I've put this circle here so that you kind of know that it's this like danger zone out here. I've drawn this channel just to make it easy, okay? So that's pretty much, that's all that matters. Every conclusion you try to make, since altcoins are cheap, you could be just selling too early. Friends, I've made so many videos and I've got more videos coming out to tell you, man, like if you sell too early, man, you miss out a lot. You can't conclude anything from any altcoin in January of 2013, January 2017, January 2021. So each of the big Bitcoin crypto years, the bull market euphoria years, if you concluded anything about any altcoin still in that January, it was you missed completely. Complete miss. There weren't even any altcoins, I think, in 2013 January, besides like a few of them. But yeah, they pumped up like 100x plus. Now, this is Bitcoin. This is Ethereum, friends. Hopefully, Ethereum is continuing its up-only part. We needed to get to this 7,200 zone. If it repeats rough median returns for Q1, or sorry, for the first 4 months, by the end of April, which is the 4th month of this year, some call it April. Usually will bring us to around the $7,000 to $9,000 zone. Let's just say $7,000 because you can see it on the fib. Now, friends, throughout this bull market, you're going to be, obviously, all your friends and family, everyone's going to try to come in and they're going to try new things because they don't know, like, you buy the depression, you like wait forever, and then if it gets too euphoric at some point, it gets you too euphoric every 4 years, but you don't know if it's going to happen again. But if it does, okay, you basically got to sell to the optimists because then they're not reliable holders in a bear market. That's it. They claim they are, but they actually aren't. Now, one of the things people will try to do is I'll try to join paid grips. I just want to let you know the mechanics here, friends. So it's just, I'm here just giving you information just to make you smarter, friendlier, wiser, and fluffier. Now, there's this one gentleman here. You remember I made a video on Orangey, this kid here. So Orangey, friends, he was the pump fund Solana guy. He's trading pump fund coins and he's literally exiting in like 5 seconds. He's literally getting in 5, 15 seconds, 30-second trades. He gets in. Now, here's the thing. He made about 500,000 trading and now he's got a paid group though. But guess how much his paid group is making? It's about making $1 million a week. Paid group. It's kind of weird. It's kind of funny, man, how that works. So he made 500K. This is just accept the fact this is bull market stuff. So yeah, he made 500K trading, and then I think he did. I think he made more, but yeah, I saw some number here. Whatever, he probably made more. But he made 500K trading. Now he's getting $1 million a week from the group. But why is there so much demand for the group? It's because everyone there, they're pump fund Solana Jeet kids, and they don't understand that. So his group has 60,000 people in there, and they're all paying $48 a week, about $50 a week. That's nuts, man. That's nuts. And I've got some comments here just to show you. So This guy charges $150 per month with 60,000 members. He makes $3 million a month. That's what people are saying from a private trading group. He makes all of his money from selling shovels to gold miners. Don't be fooled. He's not a successful trader, a snake oil merchant. Now, these words, I know they're very inflammatory when you say words like that, but really, when it comes to this group, so I'll show you another post from Midget. Orangey is making $1 million a month from his paid group. This lil NGA is the only person in the space who makes meme coin content and has a slight clue what they're talking about. Okay, he made over 500k trading, all on-chain provable. I don't see an issue with it. Game is game, N-word. And then this lady says, Victoria, I went to go and try it, $50 weekly. There's an auto renewal, which they do not tell you beforehand. And yeah, also the support was ass. I was promised a refund. I never got it. But yeah, selling shovels to gold miners will always be lucrative. So as you can see, friends, let me just show you what's going on, okay? Honestly, hats off to anybody. You're making a business. It's a bull market. You're finding ways to make profit. It is what it is. I care about you, though. I'm just telling you, when there are 60,000 people in a group, okay, the alpha you're getting, okay, it is mathematically, financially, by every law of thermodynamics, it is impossible for everyone to get edge when there's 60,000 people in a group. Short-term edge. Literally impossible. If I was in a group, friends, I'm not joking, if the group had 100 people in there, I'm nervous. Okay, 100 people. For short-term edge, 100. So you can imagine if 100 is a problem, what's 60,000? My gosh, 100, obviously, it starts to get in a problem. It depends how big it is, okay? You could have 100 people doing a short-term edge on Bitcoin because the liquidity is thick enough, and it depends what it is. But I'll be honest, not even. Because what ends up... See, here's the thing, friends. You don't have infinite liquidity. So let's say there's short-term edge, but there's only like... there's 100k worth of liquidity for this thing to be mined out. You don't get the first guy... When the first guy comes in, he doesn't put in like $500 per... Like, let's say there's the ability to make this money like every week. He's not putting in $500 a week to do it. Okay? For long. It goes for $500, then they start borrowing money, then they start mining it out. And that one guy, let's say there's 100k to take, that one guy, that $500 he was doing, he's trying to get it to like 60k. So like one guy tries to take like 60% of all the edge. And now there's say $40,000 left for everyone else, okay? But you can see like just one guy. That's what happens with it. It's already in short-term trading markets, in trading offices and all of these. However, Generation Jeet kids, they don't know this, okay? So they are going to keep paying subscriptions. They enrich everyone else out there a lot. And they get no edge because they just don't know any better, you know. But I mean, that's what I'm here telling you. You have to look at how many people are in here receiving this information, because then it's not edge anymore. There is no edge. You get diluted out here. You're buying high. Everybody is paying for this information. That's what everyone is paying $1 million for this information, but they don't see it as them paying $1 million. Okay, they're seeing it as their own little $50, and they're only looking at themselves. But that's just how markets and the cycles work. So this is the same thing when it comes to, I guess, like indicators or secret tricks and stuff out here. And also, we all know, friends, I play some Pumpy music. All right. Don't confuse brains for a bull market. In a bull market, everything goes up. Yeah, it goes up over time. Every strategy works. Buying anything works. Okay, then it all runs out. Okay. Yeah, so that's very, very important. Also, I covered this before, but so right now with PulseChain, friends, everyone's waiting for the SEC ruling from Judge Auntie Carol. We're hoping for a dismissal. But I've just drawn this random triangle part here. I believe, like, just as a guess, let's say Ethereum, it goes in wave 1 goes to 7,000, wave 2 goes to 14,000. So what I'll do now, I'll just bring up Ethereum. Let's say it does actually do this, okay? Wave 1, 7,000, wave 2, 14,000. Okay, let's say we actually do get that. Now, I know it's third cycle curse, and I'm just hoping we get that. If Ethereum does that, it's about 3 to 4x to the top from here. So that's before it hits the top. It's that 3 to 4x. Perhaps PulseChain and the core coins have done about an 8. Perhaps, okay? Perhaps they've done about an 8. And then after it tops out, maybe from that top, there's another 8. I'm just throwing out numbers out here. I don't know. You're going to have to wait and see. I'm just mimicking what happened to Hex. So Hex's returns were separated in 2 parts. I know, friends, Hex, everyone considers it a massive, massive success. at the time. Actually, now most people actually consider it a complete failure. But what you can actually see is, because the price is down, right? But you want to look at the real return. You look at Hex ETH. Okay, so I'll show you now. Hex ETH, we have it here. This, see the arrow? This arrow is, actually, I'll put a circle here. This was the adoption amplifier. Okay, adoption amplifier price was here. So pretty much everyone goes, and I'm not joking, everyone goes down like 96%. So you can see, right, this is how you separate it. No one made money for most of Hex's life. No one. Why was there a cult though? It's because Richard dropped it down so much and then it started pumping up, and like it's kind of a trick. Okay, so like if it's kind of like, friends, if I put a gun to your head, okay, and I convince you I'm gonna shoot you, but then I put the gun down and you feel a relief, like, oh, thank God. Wow, thank you for putting the gun down. And then I put the gun to your head again, and then you have fear, and then I put the gun down. And you're like, oh, thank God. You know what I mean? And you're like, hey, see? I keep giving you relief. No, but you keep giving me the fear part first. But that's the same thing here. So if you keep pumping this stuff, that's what I was basically, you're just trading and arranging here. Okay, so it's a psychological trick. The big move came after Ethereum topped out. Okay, so above there, then a round tripped everything. So that's something to think about, I guess, for the next, for the cycle as it plays out too. So that's why I have this chart here. Maybe the first thing, I'll just draw it now. Maybe the first thing is an 8x, and then another thing up here, maybe up that top is probably a 64x from today. It'll be like I think it hits 30x day one sack. I don't know, I'm just throwing numbers at here. And does PDI have to be a big part of the narrative? That's another thing. Look, we just don't know. We don't know. And it's the same thing when it comes to every other altcoin across the industry. I'm here to play the whole cycle. You're free to sell and move and rotate to other stuff. You're free to do it at any point, at any time, with any of your coins, of course. In fact, like, you know, it's net seller's year. So you should be like selling everything right now, technically 2% every week. Okay, so that's completely up to you and how you decide to move along this cycle. Also, funny enough, friends, the crypto strategy, if our charts don't go this way. Having some fun here, of course, of course. This is gold, man. That's exactly how it feels like right now. Yeah, because we all thought we were going to get some nice pumpy G's. But when I went and dived into it further, it's Ethereum, man, friends. We need Ethereum. So if we want to see pumps like this again, right? Baby doll, you want to see a pump? You want to see a pump? Look at this. That's when Hex moved up. Literally, wow, in 25. So yes, this was when we were actually cranking up. This was off that bottom of that move. Yeah, obviously didn't sustain itself. Yeah, it takes time, friends. Yeah, but it all comes down to ETH, as we've gone through many times. Ethereum has to break that all-time high. It's still not here. It just has the illusion, like, hey, you know, Ethereum's $3,000, but yeah, it's Ethereum's an altcoin, friends. It's like the mothership of altcoins. It's got to be above 4,800. It really does. From here to 7K is around the 2. Maybe PulseChain core coins do like 4, 6, or 8. And then they stall out. And that's alt season wave 1. And then we got to go for alt season wave 2. Maybe. You know, like when it comes to these, and same with every other coin, you don't really have anything to go off to tell you that things are going to move like before the main event or on or during or anything out there. Also, friends, remember there's altcoin dispersion, dude. So yeah, if you're going to sell a coin and you want to go move to something else, you're free to do it. I'm just like saying good luck, because there's literally 5,000 coins to choose from. You got 15 layer 1 chains. They all have their different meme coins. They all have their different dexes. They have their different DeFi. They have different yield farms. There's gaming and metaverse. You know, maybe new NFTs come out. There's AI agents. It's just it's a brain fry, man. That's why I'm kind of hoping with Donald Trump, friends. As you get to see, Donald Trump. Remember his son? I think it was Eric. Was it Eric Trump? Or was it Donald Trump Jr.? Whichever one. Yeah. So Eric Trump. I forgot which one. He's taking pictures with Michael Saylor. So what we basically read between the lines. Donald's gonna do probably very pro crypto stuff. So his kids on his behalf are buying all the crypto assets. They bought Chainlink, they bought Aave, they've got Ethereum, they're probably going to get Bitcoin. They're getting all crypto stuff. They're buying everything and they love it. And because they know dad's going to write in the laws later on. Now, a lot of people will say, well, you know, is that insider family stuff out here? Man, I don't give a crap. All I care about is you and I can get in. As far as I'm concerned, it ain't insider stuff. You want to know why? Because crypto is a public market and everyone can get in. So this is the most transparent case of government laws I've ever seen. Because they literally, you can see it coming. And we've been talking about it for years. So I like it. So hats off to them. Because actually now, the public, you are free to buy like everyone else. You are free to buy, okay? Because it's literally no one can control who buys it. It's literally, we've never seen anything like it. Normally the government's friend, this is the least insider thing you could ever do actually. Okay, it really is. When is that? Because you're buying like a commodity and stuff out here, right? Pretty much, that's Bitcoin. But it's not going to be roses and fairies for everyone out here, friends. Eric Wall started a Hexican victim relief fund. He expects to win his PulseChain bet. So Eric Wall, whoever wrote this, if you're reading this, stay tuned. I'm launching a Hexican victim relief fund with the significant proceeds I'm making this year from bets. We'll start taking applications soon, smaller amounts, $1,000 to help victims on their feet. The payouts are in April. That's because Eric, friends, has his bet where he's currently one of the favorites, obviously the favorite to win now, because we're running out of time. There's only like 3 to 4 months left, and the bet was that PulseChain was going to be 10x day one sack by now, and he took it like it's 2 years after launch. So when they did it was like a long time ago, man. Yeah, so yeah, I guess congratulations to Eric for that bet. But here's the thing, friends. I know a lot of you are saying, man, that's stupid. Who would ever bet that? But no, just I'll share with you something, okay? Because you got to learn from these. So obviously it looks like Eric's gonna win. Man, it's down 21x from the target. Who would have thought, man, 2 years after launch, he's onside basically on his bet 21x, and everyone else is down 21x from 10x day one sack, which is considered an abysmal abomination. So interesting now. Why did everyone think it was a sure thing? Okay, why did everyone think it's so? I know Ansel will say, oh, they'll probably say Richard Hart and streaming and blah, blah, blah. But I'll tell you why. The real answer is, friends, everyone thought it was a sure bet because of other unicorns in the market. Specifically, let's talk about examples, okay? So Doge is just a meme coin and has no tech. It reached 90 billion market cap in 2021. Okay, 90 billion. Then you have Cardano without smart contracts as a layer 1 chain hit 100 billion. You had XRP, no chain launch yet, hit 100 billion. So people are looking at these, they're like 100 billion, 100 billion, 100 billion. PulseChain is launching at 1 billion. So they go, well, hitting 10x is nothing. And I'll be honest, man, yeah, we even say hitting 10x is nothing. But I guess with the timing and stuff, it's just been abysmal. I hope you have an appreciation for how difficult it is to get your timing with markets. Your timing. That's why now you get to see why I say, I don't know when the time is, I'm just holding forever. Okay, and a lot of people get pissed off when they hear that. But yeah, my job is not to like not piss you off. Or like, I don't give a crap. I told you what I'm doing. You can like, if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. Move. I'm literally I'm holding forever. I'm holding until the whole cycle plays out. It is what it is. Okay. And if it sucks by the very end and there's risks and like, what if all these other bad things happen? Okay, it does. All right, I'll move on with my life. Just like everything else. Okay. But yeah, it did sound like crazy talk today, right? But it sounded like normal things back then. So they're like saying, hey, if all these other coins hit 100 billion, surely PulseChain could be above 10. No. Yeah, the PulseChain dilution effect and all these, and then Ethereum third cycle curse, and then your slingshot leverage on Ethereum, but Ethereum's dog shit now in its third cycle. So a lot of things just obviously have just gone horrible. You know, hopefully maybe in another alternate universe we didn't have such a terrible experience. But like, if you look at the BTC ratios of all the other altcoins, they're in poop land too. A lot of them are. But yeah, friends, and what happens is, so people go hyper focused. They'll go like, oh, Sui's going up. Yeah, but what about Craptos? What about all the other coins? They're still way down on their BTC ratios. There's so many of them have not even broken their all-time high, not even near close on their BTC ratios. It's still down 80% from 4 years ago. But as you get to see, right, in that case, Cardano, Doge, and then XRP, they are like unicorn exceptions. So I am now helping you to navigate. So I know we're talking about PulseChain, but just think about in 12 months from now. There'll be more narratives, new stuff out here. Just please think about your expectations going forward 12 months from that point, or even 24 months. You know, I'm talking about 2026, 2027, 2028. Don't anchor to like some sort of unicorn. Like, what if Pepe hits 200 billion? What if it hits 200 billion? Like if Pepe hits 200 billion, people are going to make the same mistake. Again, they're going to go to every altcoin they own out there. They go, well, if Pepe's 200 billion, it's a useless meme coin. My DeFi utility complex thing, it should be able to reach 20 billion, surely. And what they'll find is maybe their thing stops at like 5 billion or 3, and then it drops like 95%. And it's still down in like 2028 or 2029 January, which is where it would be right now. Okay, so you got to learn this. Eh? You have a learning appreciation. So you can grab data points out there to give you conviction, but they can also be the end of you, as you've seen right now, friends. But obviously, we want to know where to from here. Where to from here, friends? Literally, the next. Remember, where are we in the cycle? We're waiting for a wild unicorn to appear out there in crypto to just keep rising up and make us all shocked. Some people might say maybe it's Fartcoin. I'm hoping it's PDI or anything else out here. And that would pretty much show us, oh wow, that cycle, everything is actually repeating right now. A wild unicorn appears and retail just starts to get in. And as it goes up, others BTC goes up with it. So right now, we're not actually seeing that right now yet. But we have ticked over. And yes, maybe Ethereum will be the harbinger of these out here because the fundamentals are so strong. It just takes a while with these. Yeah, friends, I spoke to everybody. Spoke to Justin, everyone out here, my telegrams. Feel free to join as well. Everyone's basically set on being a Bitcoin maxi now. Everyone. They're like, you know what? This whole industry. Because what's happened now is altcoin dispersion is now really, really bad. I think everyone can see it. Now, there's 200 sectors, friends. Like, this is what's gone through everyone's mind. They say, well, it's not just everyone, right? Like, how many times I've told you, the market, have said every altcoin's a scam, pretty much, with your price action, your behavior. You guys dump down every altcoin, 90, 95, 99%. It doesn't matter if there's 15 years staking lockups or anything that actually do nothing for the price, nothing to help whatsoever. Pretty much just the market of crypto as a whole, it says there's Bitcoin and there's everything else. And see, we've always known this. Everyone's always known this. It's just that I think this cycle was like really, really, really disappointing. I think it was because of Ethereum. Ethereum really let everyone down. The cuckery, the price action, but it's third cycle curse stuff. Like it retraced 8 years of ETH BTC ratio gains. And what makes things worse as well is when you go onto the sectors to look for the categories. Okay, now, bro, look at these, friends. We're literally, there's 6 pages and at 100. There's 600 sectors. There's 10,000 coins. Literally, there's 10,000 coins. Now, remember I told you, okay, 1% are unicorns in the next cycle. Dude, you got a 99% chance that you're going to lose all your money and you're going to be destroyed. Literally 99% chance. Who's going to play that game? No one's going to play that game. So if you can't play that game, you have to get Bitcoin, which is the savings vehicle index. That's pretty much it. So like, yeah, if there wasn't 10,000 coins, if there was like 30 sectors, friends, let's say there was 20 or 30 sectors, that's still a lot. That's terrible. But if there's 30 sectors, maybe you could focus on like these top 10 relevant ones, on the biggest ones, and you could try to find some like stable big altcoins from them. Unfortunately, we don't. We just keep every cycle, every year, we keep minting new sectors, new coins, bang, 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 every single time. And it's taking mindshare from old coins and it's confusing everybody. And rightfully so, right? That's why most people just like, hey, instead of trying my less than 10% chance of picking an altcoin, literally the numbers are horrific. They're just right. It's just so easy for me to change in Bitcoin. And then like mathematically, based off the cycle, you're actually better off doing that because when you do go and deploy your Bitcoin to buy anyway, it's a new narrative that appears. It's not everyone's old trash. So basically, if you buy Bitcoin in the 2026 and 2027 bear market, by the time you come to deploy it in 2028 and 2029, it's coins that aren't even existing today. It's new stuff. Case in point, look what's happening today. Pepe made in 2023, didn't exist in 2021 top. Fartcoin, just having fun here. What about Dog with Hat? What about a lot of these new meme coins? Ticker Bitcoin, or heaps of all these stuff that actually went up. I mean, like, more ads, SPX, just to give you an example, friends. I'm cherry picking there. But you get to see like a lot of these new memes, all these other things that appeared that they weren't around in 2021 at the tops. Craptos and Pui, same thing. Like anything that you think is reasonably successful, it's all new, what I call cycle one stuff. That's the framework I've given you. It seems to be true. The crypto industry, this is it, man. It is very disappointing. But that's now you get to know with technology, you have a first mover advantage. You've got store of value. Something has to do, if something's going to beat Bitcoin in store of value, it has to do 10 times better or more. It has to be 10x better or more. But if it doesn't matter about the tech and the transactions and the yield and stuff, that's not actually impacting the store of value. Okay, so store of value is network effect. Does Bitcoin have 10x better network effect than everything else? Well, right now it looks like it does, friends. But man, I still do think about though this. We're gonna have an altcoin renaissance, and it's gonna be big because look at the Bitcoin dominance. I can feel it, man. It's coming back down. I just don't know how long and everything. Remember the Bitcoin dominance. It's new altcoins at each cycle as well. But yeah, that's pretty much the overall conclusion from all of these. But before we even get to that part, we got to get the up part. Like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you soon.